What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? Exciting trailer from Expansive Worlds today, showing off a bunch more species and a bunch more parts of the map and stuff like that. They also ended up revealing the full species list in their Discord, if you guys haven't seen it. There it is right there. These are all of the species that are going to be on the brand new map. Honestly, there's a pretty good amount of them. 19 species in total. All of the ones that are starred are brand new. So the new species are North American beaver, wood bison, Manitoban elk, dusky grouse, northern pintail, wood duck, snow goose, and woodland caribou. And then we've got moose, black bear, gray wolf, bighorn sheep, mule deer, white-tailed deer, mountain goat, pronghorn, Canada goose, mallard, and ring-necked pheasant as the reused species. There will likely be some revamps with the majority of those, as we've seen in the trailer. A lot of them do seem to be reworked, which is super cool. Pretty happy about that, man. I think it's going to be pretty exciting. Wood duck and wood bison are my favorite. Nice, Cameron. Yeah, they're going to be exciting. Sad no second grizzly map. Me too, Johnny. I'm sad there's no grizzlies. I would have preferred grizzly bear over black bear. Not going to lie. Oh gosh, I'm rusty. Oh gosh, I'm rusty. I've been playing Ark all day and all of yesterday. And my shots are rusty because of that. No mail? No mail. Wow, unbelievable. How dare they? How's the hunt? It's going good, Gearwork. We just started though, so pretty early on in the stream. That's our first kill, in fact. You used to live in Alberta? Nice, I love fishing. It's going good, Volt. Been playing on Survival Evolved because my wife's laptop has trouble running Survival Ascended, so we went back to Survival Evolved, and we've been playing on Ragnarok. It's been pretty fun. Been nice to get back into it. Excited about everything? Me too, Viperion. It's going to be so exciting. I can't wait to see what the new Great One is. Honestly, you know what's kind of crazy? When we look at the species... Oh, let me kill this guy real quick. Oh, you guys missed it because I put the thing up. But anyway, you know what's interesting about this list right here? I see 1, 2, 3... 4 animals that have a Great One on this map, plus whatever the new Great One is. So if the new Great One is actually on this map like they said it was in Discord, that would be 5 different Great Ones on one map, which is honestly pretty cool. That's pretty awesome, and I'm very excited for that. As a Great One grinder, it's going to be very cool to see how good each species is on this map. Yeah, for real, Cheetah. That's a lot of Great One species on one map. Pretty insane. Elk should get one. I hope so, Country Kid. That'd be really nice. Elk need a Great One desperately. You could choose what would be the new Great One. If I could choose, it would be an elk. I think if I could pick any of the species, it would be the Manitoban elk. That's the one that I want to have a Great One. But I would not hate a mule deer either. Mule deer would be super awesome. I'd say either of those would be my top picks for this map. Just as long as it's not another bird. I love the pheasant, but I don't want a dusky grouse or waterfowl Great One. That would just be brutal. How about beaver? To be honest, I don't want beaver Great One. I don't want a beaver Great One right now. I feel like it's not exactly what the game needs. That would be like a pretty big disappointment for a Great One, to be honest, because of the main... fact being, it's been a while since we've had an antlered Great One, and the last time they did just like a brand new species that didn't have antlers, it was kind of not very well received. So I don't think they do that. I don't think they do it again. Tar was one of the like least well received Great Ones of all time. As long as they do something with antlers, I'll be happy. I bet the Great One is the wolf. Wolf wouldn't be terrible. I wouldn't mind getting a wolf Great One, though I would prefer antlers, like I said. think it's going to be mule deer because people wanted beavers. We got them. People want a mule deer Great One. Possibly. Definitely a possibility. See, the thing is, like, it's been a mixed bag with great ones, right? Half of them are stuff that was heavily requested, and the other half was stuff that, you know, they just thought would be cool. So it really depends what we're going to be getting this time. Is it something they just thought would be cool, or is it going to be something that's been heavily requested? There we go. Boxes are cool. It's a great one, just a pain to grind. Yeah, I mean, they're cool looking. But yeah, I don't think they're worth the grueling grind that you have to do to get them. I'm doing good. Go for it. Hey, Crow. Hope all is well. Good luck with the grind. Thank you, Mr. Dramatic Red. Hope you're doing well. Oh, level 3. Yeah. Get smoked, you nerd. Great start to the day. Little no-scope diamond action. Beautiful, man. Beautiful. Pronghorn would be cool as a great one. True. That's kind of an underrated one. They would be solid. Even Mountain Goat, man. I'm happy they have Mountain Goat. Can you do a fallow deer herd management guide? I've done them before. We've got multiple ones on the YouTube channel. I think one of them is more up to date than the other. I might potentially do some more guides in the future, though. I've been thinking about doing like 60-second guides in YouTube Shorts form, which I think could be quite helpful. So that's a possibility for some future stuff I might do guide-wise. And if I do decide to do that, I'll go back and do some of those ones like fallow that I've already made full videos on. What guns am I using? 12-gauge pump action. Yo, Cacciatore. Okay, the other one flew over here. Have the last species on the map been revealed? Yes, Kinkwood. Here is the full list right here. There's the full list. The two that we hadn't seen in trailers were mallard and ringneck pheasant. So those are the last two that need to be revealed. Shorts are 3 minutes now. Yeah, but I try not to do them above 1 minute because they get significantly less traction if you go over 1 minute. Like, way less people see them if you do a short over a minute. Hey. Stop that. And I assume part of that is because most people that are watching shorts want something quick and simple. And if it's longer than that, it ends up being something that a lot of people click off early. And so it hurts the, like, algorithm. What's your most wanted super rare? My most wanted super rare? There's a few of them. Diamond Melanistic Red Deer is one of them. Diamond Leucistic Rusa Deer is also one I'd really love. Both would be so good. First time catching a stream. You're my favorite content creator. Appreciate you, BTC. Appreciate you. LL, thank you for becoming a member, dude. Enjoy all the perks that come with that. The emotes, extra Discord channel, scrapped uploads on the channel, and all the other cool stuff. And you're done for. Can you highlight all the great ones? Are you talking about, like, which great ones are on the new map? Well, as far as we know, since we don't know the final species yet that's going to get a new great one, black bear, moose, white-tailed deer, and ringneck pheasant are the four that we know for a fact have great ones. And then whichever is the new, like, great one. Because they said it's going to be on the map. So there will be 5 different ones on that map. I really hope they reveal it soon. I mean, the release is in 2 weeks. Literally 2 weeks away. So they gotta reveal it soon. I have no clue, LL. It's gonna be interesting to see how the beaver hunting works, for sure. Sad there's no muskox. Me too. It would have been really cool, but it is what it is. We got wood bison, at least. Yes, Mr. Warthog. A great one pheasant in the snow would be insane. Oh my gosh. I might have to do that. That would actually be an awesome grind to do. And there's still a few pheasants that I need. There's still 2 plumage types I need, so we could totally do that. I'd probably wait until after we find out what the new great one is. That way I know whether or not I'm going to grind it on the new map. When to get early access? We don't know yet. No clue at the moment. All we know is that we're going to get it at some point. You have a super rare moose? Yes, I do. I've got one of them. I have one super rare moose, and it's a diamond melanistic. Sorry, little feller. Today's just not your day, buddy. Should I buy this new map? I would probably wait until you actually see, you know, some gameplay on it. I love fishing, which is exactly why they do early access, right? So you can get a look at the map without having to spend any money on it. That way you know whether or not you want to buy it when it comes out. I would personally recommend just waiting until early access so you can get a good look at what the map has to offer and then decide if you're going to buy it from then on. You got to make sure it's something you actually want to hunt. Want to see what rares they will have for the Northern Pintail. Me too. That's going to be sick. That's going to be so cool. Why is my grind only spawning female and just like one male? Well, I don't know what grind you're doing, Crooked. You got to give me more information than that. I mean, depending on what species you're hunting, that could be normal. Like, for example, if you're hunting fallow deer, a lot of the zones only have one male. That's just the way it is. There's a lot of herds that only have one male for them. How do you herd manage red deer? You kill 5s and above and leave 4s and below. How many zones do you need for pheasant? I recommend having at least 10 of them just to keep the consistency up. Otherwise, you have trouble with, like, respawns not respawning before you finish a run. Then you gotta wait a little bit for them to pop back up. So I'd recommend getting at least 10 zones in the mix. Smoked! My moose on Leighton are disappearing? That can happen. I mean, moose sometimes get a little weird with respawns. Sometimes they go to different zones that you're not hunting. Other times, you know, that may just be they're delayed. There can be a lot of reasons for it. Is it worth the effort to herd manage tigers? I personally wouldn't recommend it, Omar. Because there's so few tigers on the map, herd managing them just makes it so it takes forever to get any kills. Like, even longer than it already does. I do not recommend herd managing tigers. How long do you think the stream's going to be? No more than 2.5 hours because I have another stream that I have to do today on my second channel. So we'll go until probably between 4:30 and 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, which is about 2 hours from now. And then we're going to be hopping over to my other channel and playing some party animals with the homies. It's gonna be fun. What up, Volt? Volt on both channels. Holy. Does this new map have elk? It does. It has Manitoban elk. So a brand new elk species, which is super awesome. That's what we love to see, man. What's the other channel? It's called Scarecrow Uncensored. It's the one that was just linked in chat. This is my first stream. I'm loving it. Glad you're liking it, Evan. Glad you're enjoying the stream. Why are they over there? Why are my pheasants over there? What's up with that, man? AKA the best looking elk. They do look really good. Nope, not tonight, Volt. Not tonight. Oh, my lord. What was that? Oh, we're insane. And that animation was insane. He just did a little twirl spin in the air when I murdered him. Oh, my gosh. That was crazy. That was actually crazy. The species list was posted in the official Hunter Discord, Cade. This is it right here. That is the official species list for the brand new map. How do you herd manage moose on Leighton Lakes? Same as you would on any other map. You leave level 2s and below and you kill 3s and above. Ooh, we're getting back in the groove now. We're hitting our shots finally. Where do you see pictures of these animals? There's images on the Steam page for the brand new map, and there's also 2 trailers on the Expansive Worlds YouTube channel that show off a lot of stuff. What's your favorite great one to grind? In terms of which one I find the most fun, I have the most fun grinding whitetail deer and pheasant, but my favorite great one is the moose. I think they're the prettiest. Is pheasant the easiest great one grind? It's not the easiest, but it's one of the easiest. I'd say it's the second or third easiest great one grind. Jive's doing work for real. Also, how's it going, Jivers? How's it going, Caitlin? How y'all doing? You excited for the new map? I sure am. We have seen some absolute banger trailers. Loving what I'm seeing so far. Really excited to eventually get a chance to play on there. What are the new animals for the new map? Right here. Boom. Oh, that's a 3. Never mind. That's going to have to wait. We got a 3. Come back here, buddy. Smoked him. Of course, the timing. I knew this was going to happen eventually. I knew I'd pop that image up to show you guys the species right when we got something good. I knew it would eventually happen. Jonathan Cena, thank you for the gifted. Congrats to Sub-Zero for getting that. Thank you, dude. Yo, what's up, Jenna? How you doing? Now you guys can see the species list. Boom. There's the list of species. Also, is it just me or is my game bugged out? I feel like my menu doesn't have as many options as normal. I think I broke it. Let me see. Yeah, that is like... Is that how much we normally have? No, I'm missing like inventory and stuff. I better restart my game. Because that's not normal. Let's relaunch. Wonder what level the beavers will be? I would assume they'll go up to either level 3 or 5, if I were to predict it. 3 or 5, it's gotta be. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Caitlin. I've had that bug a couple times before. It's been a while, though. What great one's gonna be coming? We have no clue yet. All we know is it's gonna be on the new map. Bugging out because the great one was spawning in? Could you imagine? Great one breaks my game while attempting to spawn. I'm doing good, Uncle Fat Cat. Doing real good. Gotta put the screenshot top left. True. I could do that. Let me try this. Hold on. Honestly, that's fine right there. That'll work. That'll work. Yeah, I'd say that's better right there. And there we go. All my options are back. It's a rare bug, but it's actually been a thing for a while. I think the first time I encountered that little bug with some of the menu options missing was like a year and a half, 2 years ago. It's so rare, though, and I have no clue how it happens, so I doubt they'll be able to fix it. At least not very easily. Oh, that's not good, Evan. Rework's going to help. True. There's going to be lots of reworks we've heard. And we've seen quite a few that look reworked in the trailers and screenshots, so definitely excited to see all the animals that got reworked. Because it already seems like it's a massive list of reworked species. Mule Deer Great One, that'd be super cool. No clue, Next Gen. No clue. We haven't really seen any information about what fur types the species are going to have. That is something we do not know as of now. Okay, so the zone is here again, so when we fast travel, they should appear. You think there will be bug fixes? Oh, there's always going to be bug fixes. That's always a thing with a new update. There's always bug fixes, no matter what. Just a matter of how many, you know? But they've already stated there's going to be bug fixes, but that's pretty much a normal thing. Crystal Farms, thank you for the membership, dude. Enjoy all the perks that come with that, the emotes, extra Discord channels, scrapped uploads on the channel, and all the other cool stuff. MLP Solar Dash, thank you for the super chat. New map's exciting, but I would have preferred Shira's Moose and Snowshoe Hare than Pheasants and Mallards. I would like it if they would actually, like, give the moose different names depending on the map and make them a little bit different. I do really want to see them do that. I mean, it kind of seems like they might be doing that with caribou. I mean, one of the confirmed species is the woodland caribou. So I would assume since it started as a new species, it's going to be different than the ones that we have. I mean, it kind of looked like it from the trailer. Project Hun, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Hello, Crow. Hope you're having a good day. Just out of curiosity, how many hours of Call of the Wild playtime is your total? Well, this account, I've got 7,710, I think. Across all of my accounts, my Epic Games one, all of my challenge accounts for different series that I do. I probably have another 1,500 across all of those. So I'd say close to like approximately 9,000 in total. A little bit over probably. Probably a little bit over that across all of them. Did you notice the Mellow Bighorn in the trailer? To be honest, I thought it was just shadows when I was making the video, so I did not notice that it was. I thought it was just shadows, but more people pointed out, yeah, it does kind of look mellow, which would be really cool. But I just assumed it was shadows. Because you know how shadows are in Call of the Wild. They can trick you. They can really trick you. Woodland Caribou looks awesome. It does. It looks really good. What the? What is this little guy doing, man? Yeah, they showed off what appears to be a Mellow Bighorn in the trailer, Ty. The trailer they posted today seems to have a Mellow Bighorn, which is new. There was no Mellow Bighorn before. Boop. Sorry, little buddy. Guessing Great One Caribou or Bighorn. Both of those would be kind of cool. They wouldn't be my first picks, but I wouldn't be mad at it either. Like, they'd be kind of cool. Yeah, I was seeing people talking about how it's a real life place, Call of the Wild. That Skybridge does look crazy. Least favorite Great One? Probably the Fox. Yeah, it's 14 days till the update, Evan. Can't believe that. It's honestly closer than I expected. I thought it would release like the next Tuesday after that. I thought for sure. But I'm glad that it's only 2 weeks away. Which that means that early access is probably like a week away or even less. Which is amazing. Then it's just going to come down to how many days do they give us to actually show off the content to you guys. Fortnite Bros, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. What's the best place on the map you are right now for pheasant hunting? What's the best place on the map you're on right now for pheasant hunting? Like in this map in general? The whole map, man. The whole map. I mean, the pheasants are everywhere. They're everywhere except these like marshy areas. Like the marshy areas are the only place you're not going to find them. Everywhere else, pheasant, pheasant, pheasant. Boom, boom, boom. Everywhere. These fields are my favorite section though. But not everybody has good zones there. So it really depends on like each individual person's map. Where did the pheasant die? Come on, pupper. Show me the way. Show me the way, buddy. Big Stinky, thank you for the super chat. Hey, Crow, could you rank the current great ones? I've ranked them before, but I can try to do it again. Number 1 is Moose. Actually, let's start with the worst. Then it's easier to narrow it down. Last for me is the Fox. Then it's the Red Deer. Just because there's barely any variety. Then it would be... trying to remember all the great ones. Then it would be the Tar, probably. Then Fallow. Then whitetail, then pheasant, then moose. Am I missing one? Am I missing one? Am I missing one? I feel like I'm missing one. Bear! That's right, bears. Okay, let me redo that. Gosh, it's so hard to make a ranking without actually having, like, without writing it down, you know? Worst would be fox for me, then red deer, then tar, then black bear, then fallow, then pheasant, no, then whitetail, then pheasant, then moose. I'd say that's my current ranking of them. And then we'll see whatever this next one is. New map comes out in exactly 2 weeks, Rij. Exactly 2 weeks. The 17th. Which is exciting news. You'll love to see it. No, I don't. I love fishing. I don't. I just answered you, Rij. I just told you when it's coming out. Whitetail number 1. I like moose more. And I like the plumages for the pheasants more, too. I feel like they're just too pretty. The only thing that holds whitetail back is they don't have any special fur types aside from fabled piebald. I love the rack variation for them, but they're kind of lacking in the fur department. I've been trying to get this zone's pheasants to show up for like 3 runs today. They've been so stubborn. I've got reviews for all the trailers they've done right here on the channel, Ty, if you want to check them out. Right here on the channel. I just did a video today reviewing it. I mean, you're seeing exactly how I do it right here, Hunter. This is how you pheasant grind. Or at least this is how I pheasant grind. By missing half my shots. That's how we do it. You're not pheasant hunting unless you miss half your shots, man. What time do you set it to kill the pheasants? I do the 8 to 11 zones, but you can do them at any time of day that you enjoy. Like, whatever is your preferred zones is really what you want to do. You don't have to do the exact time that I do, because they have a bunch of different feed times. Why no muskox or polar bear? I don't know. Probably just didn't fit the vision of the map. I have no idea, man. I'm just a YouTuber. 700 kills in on my snow leopard grind. Nice, dude. Love to see it. Hopefully you'll get a bunch of big boy snow leopards. Holy. Faze Vickers, thank you for the tier 1 3 months in advance on Twitch. Really appreciate you, dude. Thank you so much. Absolute legend. Little pheasant there. Ooh, sucks to be him. That's a 2020, 22,250 to the butt is what I meant to say. Why red fox your least favorite? Because they suck to hunt, and I don't feel like the fur types are good enough to warrant the grind. I just don't like them that much. It's mainly because they don't have antlers. Like, there's only so much you can do with fur types alone in my book. The bear are super fun to hunt, so they end up being much higher on the list, even though they obviously don't have antlers either. But I really like bear hunting a lot. And I think bear are more interesting than red fox anyway. Just in general, not even just talking about the great one here. Just as a whole, they're more interesting to me. I think the red fox is the only great one where I'm okay with never getting one. When will I grind tar next? Not sure. I'm trying to get more of the pheasant that I need before this new update. So I probably won't hunt tar until after we kind of get done with all the new map stuff. So it's probably going to be at least a month, maybe 2 months before I return to the tar grind. There's just a lot of other stuff I'd rather be doing at the current moment. But I'll definitely return to tar. Because they're a lot of fun. I do love me some tar hunting. Play Drew, thank you for the 23 months. Welcome back, dude. Favorite new animal? Well, considering we haven't got to hunt any of them, it's going to be really hard for me to say what's going to be my favorite. Because obviously we got to see like how fun they are to hunt, how they work, stuff like that. I'd say just off of visuals alone, the Manitoban elk looks like it's going to be my favorite. They look so beautiful. But beavers. Can't go wrong with beavers. I think those two have high chances of being my favorites. What should I do apart from the from fox and pheasant? How about whitetail deer? Can't go wrong with whitetail deer. They're just amazing. Hey, Scarecrow, I'm excited about the new map that's coming out only because I'm in Canada. Nice, dude. I bet it's awesome to get a familiar part of the world in the game for you. What the heck, man? This is the grouse zone. Where's my pheasants? They're late to the party, I guess. It's going to be a wild sentence for those who don't watch Monster Jam or no old school truck designs. Can't wait to see Grandma Gravedigger in the World Finals. Oh, definitely, Johnny. It's going to be cool to see like some designs that haven't been used for the trucks in a while. I hear them flying. They're fluttering. They're flapping. They're flying. Ooh, sucks to be him. I should have missed that shot too. I already knew what's going to be on the map. Yeah, I could imagine if you live in Alberta, you probably had a good idea of what the map was going to have. Dear Slayer, thank you for the 3 months as a member. Really appreciate you, dude. First time been in a stream in a hot minute. Well, welcome back. Hope you're doing good. You know what, guys? We haven't had a rare this entire grind. We're at 570 kills and 0 rares. Kind of crazy. You missed the animal list? Well, here it is. Right there. There's the animal list. This was posted via the official Hunter Discord. We have no clue, Logan. They haven't told us yet. No clue when early access is going to happen. I don't find out until the day I get it. And so we have no clue when they're going to give it to us. I would imagine at least a week before the map. That's typically how they do it, at least 7 days. That way we have plenty of time to record. Yeah, Jax, they love the mallard duck. That's for sure. Any of the animals getting reset? I doubt it. Because the thing is, they don't usually reset them for, like, reworks. Usually they reset them if there is some major changes to their home ranges, their zone times, or if they get a great one. So I would imagine whatever species gets the great one will probably get reset, but I don't think any of the reworked ones will get a reset. They usually don't reset ones if it's just, like, changes to the fur and stuff like that, you know? They've done tons of changes to species in the past without having to reset them. I thought black bear is getting reset. Nobody said black bear is getting reset. I don't know where people have, like, heard that some things are getting reset when literally nothing has been said. But I've seen so many people like, oh, I heard this was getting reset. And I'm like, where did you hear that? Where did you hear that they were getting reset? There's been no, like, word at all of what is resetting and what isn't. Oh. Okay. Pronghorn's going to be really cool on the map. Yeah, that is going to be pretty sweet. That's one that I really didn't expect, but hey, I'm happy that they did it. Oh, gosh. Stop changing height, trajectory, and stuff. Oh, my gosh, dude. These pheasants need to stop going up and down and zigging and zagging. The heck, bro? Trying to shoot you. Gosh. Nice. Got a whitetail with 50-50. Nice, dude. Nice. What new great one do you think we'll get? I think we'll probably get either an elk or mule deer. I mean, they're super highly requested, so I feel like they got to go with one of those. I think it would be weird if they didn't go with an antlered animal, since those are some of the most popular great ones in the game. How many males do I need in a zone to be able to grind it for pheasants? I mean, it doesn't matter how many, males you have in the zone. As long as it's a zone that has females and males, you'll be fine. Like, my males kind of bounce between all the zones I hunt. One run I'll have one in a zone. The next run I'll have two there. They just swap over, like, back and forth. Which ones have two, which ones have one. Yeah, I would like an Africa 2.0 map, but my top pick is still a Texas Game Ranch. I'd take that over an Africa map any day. Africa 2 would be my second favorite, but I just want a Texas Game Ranch because they could put a lot of exotic stuff there. We could have some of the like craziest and weirdest animals in the world. 268, hold on. Okay, it was not a diamond. I was going to say, that's pretty good weight. You want an Africa great one? Same. Lion or Cape Buffalo would be sick. I'd say set up on at least 10 zones that are flock zones, Tebow. Because you want to make sure that you have enough zones to where it takes you, you know, decently long to get through all of them. So that the respawns in the first ones will be back by the time you finish going through all the zones. Fortnite Bros, thank you for the super chat. What animal would you like to see in the future? My number one most wanted animal that I'd like to see in the future is the Pure David's deer. Just because they're so unique, they're so different, so exotic. Which is also kind of why I want a Texas Game Ranch. It's one of the few places where you could actually put Pure David's deer on there. Because in most places, it's illegal to hunt them. So it'd have to be on a game ranch in order for it to make sense. So that's what I'd love to see. Do you think they'll ever change the furs of some of the older great ones? I don't know. Maybe. They've never changed a great one in the past, aside from, like, making fur types, like, guaranteed on Great One Moose. That's, like, the only major change they've done with Great Ones, I think. Every other time, they've kind of just left them however they were. For context, back when moose were first released, you were not guaranteed to get a fabled fur. You could get a common fur on them. And then people hated that, so they changed it. Will red deer need fur types, red deer need fur types desperately? Yeah, I agree, Mr. Warthog. They do. They very badly do. Smoked him. Am I going to do some whitetail today? Probably not. I really want to work on this pheasant because I want to get the last two plumage types I need. What do you think the best great one is? Personally, I think moose. Moose are just so good. You have a good estimate, so please fly. Thank you, sir. You good, sir? Ooh, 1948. Solid. How many kills this grind? 581. What's the best great one I've got? Depends on if you want, like, what is my favorite or which one I think is the rarest, or, like, what do you want to know? My favorite or the one I think's the rarest? Because if it's my favorite, it's the two-tone typical rack moose. If we're going for rarity, it would have to be the, like, squished Kinsko rack, typical rack 50-50 whitetail I've got. Because the odds of getting one like that again are practically none. Like, it's just such a unique combo. Not necessarily just the combo itself, but the fact that one of the antlers is super twisted and, like, weird looking. Oh gosh, Johnny. R.I.P. foxes. R.I.P. your fox grind. It just doesn't like you. This is why I'm not going to do a full fox grind. Every time I've tried it, it just isn't fun. What are the other two confirmed species? So the final two that were confirmed was mallard duck and ringneck pheasant. What animal do you recommend the most? What do you mean? Like, recommend for what? Like, are you talking about what great one species do I recommend grinding for? What species do I recommend in general to hunt for? What's the most fun? Like, what are you looking for? Oh, it's your first time playing. Got you. Okay, so if it's your first time playing, I would recommend focusing on deer-sized animals since you're going to have, you know, relatively weak weapons to start out. Go for stuff like the black-tailed deer and the white-tailed deer on Layton Lake District. That's going to be your best option to start out. Looks like all females. Next water buffalo grind? Not sure. I already got the diamond I wanted, so I don't know if I need to return. Because we already got a trophy from it. And with the new map coming out, I don't think I'm going to work on the buffalo grind too much in the near future. I'd be more inclined to work on the pheasant grind and try to get those remaining plumages I need. We hit that guy, right? I swear I hit him. Okay, I definitely did. Doggo's tracking the blood. Come on, Hunter. Show me the way. Show me the way, Hunter. Yeah, it died. Okay. What's up, JS Cobb? How you doing? What's the best gun to use to hunt moose and bison? Definitely the 375 bolt action. It's a monster of a rifle. It's from the, what's it called? The Hunter's Choice weapon pack, I believe. I think that's the one. Yes, FRD, I did see it. I just assumed it was shadows when I was making the video, though. But I did see it. Pheasant is my least expected animal for the new map. Yeah, I kind of didn't expect it either, but I'm happy they're there. Because I really like pheasants, so I'm happy with it. Didn't expect it, though, for sure. No cougars on Alberta is wild. Yeah, that's another one I would have liked to see. Grizzly bear, mountain lions, both of those would have been really cool. Or are grizzly bear not on Alberta? I saw some people say that they're primarily in other parts of Canada. And that they're not super common in Alberta. Maybe I'm wrong on that. That's just what I've been told. What is the easiest great one to grind? Probably fallow deer. Oh, hey. So tempted to just pop you. So tempted to do it. I had to. I had to, man. I couldn't let it go. I couldn't let that poor little guy survive. It would have just felt wrong. Oh gosh, I hope you get better fast, Carl. Doesn't sound fun at all. Is the pack only for PC? No, all DLC are always on all platforms. That'd be kind of cool, Jacoby, especially for like a waterfowl species, I feel. I think hybrids would be really good for waterfowl great ones. Uh-oh, I hit the female. Okay, well, we're gonna leave before she dies, because I don't want to have to deal with her swapping zones with another one. I can't believe I hit her. Unbelievable. What are the last two plumage types you need? I still need the Fabled Obsidian and the Fabled Pearl. Those are the two that I'm missing. Yeah, how dare that pheasant get in front of my shots, Jenna? Gosh. It's just flying in front of the pellets like, shoot me instead. Luckily, that guy was way away from them. That's what we love to see. Hey, Scarecrow, when you're done pheasant hunting, can you go fallow hunting in Emerald Coast? Please, please, please. I don't plan to do any other hunting aside from pheasant today. But maybe in the future we'll do more fallow. But right now I really want to work towards getting another great one pheasant since I'm still missing 2 plumages. What is the pack called again? I think it's called the Hunter's Choice weapon pack or something like that. It's one of the more recent ones. Oh, 3. Smoked. 3rd diamond of the day. We're off to a good start. See, last stream, we only got 1 diamond throughout the whole day, I'm pretty sure. But we're off to a good start today. Convince my mom to let me get this map. Amen. If your mom won't let you get the map and you really want the map, show her that you deserve the map. Whether that's doing extra chores or going out and working to get the money. When I was a kid, if I wanted something, man, I went out and I did work for people. I'd go out and I'd mow lawns. I'd chop firewood. Do whatever I could to earn some money from like friends and families. If nobody that was a friend or family needed any work done, then I would, you know, post somewhere, put up flyers and stuff, letting people know I was willing to work. Got to show that you deserve it, man. Can't just have everything handed to you, you know? If you want something and your parents won't let you get it, work for it. Did I miss a conversation about grinding and whether it was easy or not? I must have. But yeah, there is no easy grind. Like, there is no easy grind. There's grinds that are easier than others. When we say easy grinds, we usually are referencing, like, it's easier than other grinds. No grind is easy, though. Especially if you're herd managing. I was on a mower for 4.5 hours today. Yeah, I mean, sometimes you just got to do what you got to do, you know? I did a lot of lawn mowing when I was growing up. Snow leopard grinding? Oh yeah, snow leopard grinding is brutal. True. Yes, Braxton, that would be the pack. I'm pretty sure. That's the one with the 375 in it. What if the new great one is the wolf? I wouldn't mind that. It's not my first pick, but it's definitely not like a bad option. I think it'd be solid. There's definitely a few others I'd rather have above it, but I think they could make some cool ones out of wolves. That looks like a male there. Eh. Couldn't get away, buddy. He didn't have enough time to fly off again. How long do I usually stream? Approximately 2 hours, usually. Sometimes I'll go a little extra. Wouldn't be a fan of nighttime grinding, personally. Yeah, I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of nighttime hunting for wolves, either. But hey, if you gotta do it, you gotta do it. I mean, we grinded black bear in the dark for multiple years before they finally changed them to the daytime. What's my loadout right now? 12 gauge pump action, 22 250, and the 22 Hornet. Very solid trio of weapons for pheasant hunting. Is it weird to use backpacks? It's not weird, but it's not an advantage of any kind. Like, using the backpack scares animals off from farther away. It adds an extra 30 meters of spook distance whenever you're running. And as somebody who runs around a lot when I'm hunting, that is, that's a bad thing. You don't want them to be spooking from farther away. So I don't recommend using the backpacks. Like, unless you are setting up a map with tents and stuff and you don't want to have to, like, swap them out. Then I can understand it. But yeah, it just spooks everything farther away. You should do a bow-only stream. The reason I don't is because I get kind of bored if I have to wait 20 minutes to shoot one animal. For me, bow hunting, that's more of a video thing, not a stream thing. Because in a video, I can cut out all the boring parts. But with a stream, you know, you're just going to be watching me, like, stalk up to an animal for 20 minutes before I inevitably do a bad shot or miss. 60-minute trophy challenge stream. I've tried doing that before, and it didn't work out super good in the live stream format. I feel like that one, it's one of those, again, where it relies on the editing to take out the boring stuff. There's some, like, video series that just don't work well, in my opinion, for live streams. Great One grinding is so good for streams because it's constantly action-packed. Whereas, like, if I'm doing a 60-minute trophy challenge, I'd probably only shoot 1, maybe 2 animals in a full hour of streaming, which most people would probably find that pretty boring. Which is why I don't really do those types of things live. So that's what I'm saying, Caitlin. Hey, you can tell it's almost release time. When the spammers come out to play, a new release is on the way. Bars. We know that's asking too much. True. I'm sorry, Marie. I only speak English, so I'm not sure what you're saying. Oh my gosh. Look how close that was to Diamond. 0.05 off of Diamond as a level 2. Oh my gosh. It was so close. Come on, bro. Yes, I do have my pheasants herd managed. I get a diamond every 20 to 30 kills on average. Sometimes more often with this grind, though. This particular one has been quite good. Sorry, buddy. We're almost at 600 kills, by the way, guys. 2 kills away from 600. We hit it. We still got it. Was wondering what's the best big game rifle. Probably the 375 bolt action from the Hunter's Choice rifle pack. Why don't you hunt the bobcat much? They just don't interest me that much. I've already got all the trophies I could want for them as well. I've already got the albino bobcat. I've got like 3 or 4 different diamond fur types. Like, I pretty much got all the bobcat trophies I need. I might be missing Mela. Is Mela a thing for them? To be honest, I might have one. I don't know. I used to hunt a lot of bobcat, though, and I got quite a few trophy ones, which is why I don't really do it anymore. A lot of times, if I, like, get every rare and diamond for a species, I don't really hunt them too much more. Yeah, RIP Bobcat emote. RIP, man. Haters gonna hate, though. You still play with Lady Legend? Yeah, Lady and I are still friends. We haven't done any collabs recently, but there will definitely be more in the future. Get smoked. Can you carry more than 3 tents? You can carry however many you can stack. When you're shooting whitetail again? Probably not anytime soon. I'm trying to work on getting the last 2 plumage types for pheasant before the update hits. What's the first diamond you're going to go for on the new map? Probably just whatever shows up. I don't really have like a specific plan on what I'm going to chase first. Because we still don't know like how the map is set up, where each species lives. I mean, whatever I encounter first is probably going to be the first thing we hunt. And then we'll just keep hunting around until we've seen everything, as I usually do with a first look at a new map. And knowing me, I'll probably go for whatever the new great one is first before trying to get all the diamonds on the map. Did I hit her? No. Okay. Whew. It's always terrifying when the female pheasants like fly right behind a male as you shoot it. It's always terrifying, man. What plumage types are you going for? Fabled Obsidian and Fabled Pearl. Those are the last 2 I need. How do you stack tents? I mean, you just buy the same color of tent. Like right now, I have 8 of these blue tents. You can't stack different types of tents, only the same color. I probably should buy some more tents as well, because we're going to need them for the new map. I want her to move. I can't believe that worked on the first one. Holy. I barely hit him, I think. Yeah, that's what I was saying too, I Love Case. That's exactly what I was saying. It looks like a Silver Ridge Peaks map, but with snow. Which I'm pretty excited for, because Silver Ridge Peaks is one of the best maps they've ever made. So if this is anything like Silver Ridge, this is going to be a phenomenal map. I mean, it's even got a lot of the same species. Got a lot of Silver Ridge Peak species on it, so it's definitely going to be similar. And it makes sense. I mean, part of the map is the Canadian Rockies, they said, so Yeah, KG's an awesome person, Big Bertha. I don't know what you mean by do you enjoy KG as a person, though. I think that's an odd way to word it, but KG and I are good friends. Silver Ridge's peak. Wow, Johnny. Wow, Johnny. Okay. Okay. You're getting a 10-second timeout for that one, Johnny. You're getting a 10-second timeout for that, Johnny. How dare you make that pun? Oh, my Lord. That's funny. Oh, my gosh. That pun, bro. There was a male, right? I swear I saw a male. Maybe it was just the lighting? Because I don't see it now. Strange, man. How to get a very high bleed rate on an animal? Well, first of all, you got to hit the vital organs. Second of all, use a weapon that is of proper size, that's ethical for them. R.I.P. Johnny. Hey, to be fair, Johnny, you've done that to so many of us whenever we say a pun or something like that. You had it coming, Johnny. You had it coming. Just like that pheasant did. R.I.P. Little Fezzy. Little Fezzy got the smoke. Big one, too. We're getting a lot of big pheasants. Hopefully that bodes well for the grind. Is it me or is this map unbeaverable? Oh my lord. I assume that beaverable is supposed to be unbelievable. Oh lord. Gosh. What am I doing? Why do I do this? Why do I do this, man? The puns are eating away at my sanity bit by bit. Oh, well, there's your problem, Johnny. You're hunting foxes. Gosh. That's the problem. Well, if you go over to Twitch, Johnny. Oh, man. Not as bad as the tar puns, though. Yeah, the tar ones were awful. The tar ones drove me insane. You have a pheasant guide? I do. I forgot what the video title is, but it was one of the first videos I released after Salzwiesen Park released. I don't remember what the title was, though. Got him, I think? Nope. Ooh, that got him. Sorry, buddy. It's a bad day to be a pheasant. Yeah, same, Clean. I'm very happy they're adding beavers. About time we get to enact our revenge on the beaver population. Probably reset time before we main menu. What pack is the shotgun in? Oh, this isn't in a pack. This is a base game weapon. If you own Call of the Wild, you have this shotgun. You just have to unlock it. It's the 12 gauge pump action, aka the Cacciatore. How long did it take you to get your first diamond? I was level 51 when I first got my first diamond, which, you know, I wasn't really like grinding out XP or anything. I was just hunting normally back then. I didn't do any grinding, so it took me a while to get to level 51. Or 70 and a lot of dead beavers. Like the sound of that. All right, let's time reset. Oh. Also, I think I missed a super chat earlier. Give me 2 seconds, guys. I'm going to go back and read it because I think I missed one. Yeah, here we go. From Crystal Farms. Sorry that it took me forever to get to this dude. I was just thinking, I was like, man, I think I forgot one. It's because I got busy ranking the great ones that I forgot to read off this one. But Crystal Farms, thank you for the super chat. Are you playing the new map with Kendall Gray? I'm sure that when it releases, we'll probably play on there together. Yeah, we probably will. Wasn't your first time a red deer on Parque Fernando? It was. It was indeed. Took it with the 7mm frontal shot. Back then, frontal shot on anything was dangerous because of the fact that quick kill actually went into whether or not you got a diamond or not. Like, it went into the score. So it was like a big struggle. I took such a risky shot that I should not have taken. But that was before I really knew anything about the game. Like, I barely even knew what a diamond was. Little baby level 1. All right, nothing else. Possibly, Dino Nerd, possibly. The thing is, big collaborations with more than 2 people are always really difficult to do. Because of the fact that, I mean, when there's like 4 people in a call, you're talking over each other constantly. It makes it really hard to like make a coherent video. So I try to stay away from collabs with like 4 or 5 people just because it's way too hectic. But there will definitely be a lot of collabs on the channel when this update hits, for sure. Definitely will be. Yo, what's up, champion? How's it going? We have no clue what class the beavers are going to be. Probably 2 or 3. My prediction's probably 3. No, we don't know the exact date for early access. We don't get to know it until they give it to us. And typically, whenever we get it, we're allowed to tell you guys. So, whenever we get it, you guys will know. As of now, no word on it, though. Will you make a guide of the new Great One? Of course. I do a guide for any new Great One, even if it's just like a basic one. Pretty much whenever I'm comfortable with it. Like when I'm comfortable with making a guide and I know everything about the species, then I typically do at least a small one. Really enjoy your vids with Flinter. Dude, we've been having a lot of fun recently on Madden and Maximum Football. We'll have to get some more Call of the Wild stuff going at some point too. We had quite a bit of fun making the Call of the Wild videos also. Yeah, Soccer, it's going to be cool. Ah, this angle made me think that that was a great one. Like the angle that it was at kind of made it look like a ruby or a morganite. Man. Crazy. I don't think beavers will go to level 9. To me, that just wouldn't make sense. I think level 3 or level 5, like one or the other, I could not see them being a level 9 animal. Because they're not a predator, and they're not like an aggressive buffalo. It's like, usually that's the only things that get to go to level 9. Aside from red deer. Red deer are the exception. For some reason, red deer go to 9, which I don't understand. Are you team mule deer or gray wolf? Out of those two, I'd prefer a mule deer. But I really want an elk the most. Give me a great one elk and I'll be the happiest person in the world. $18. Oh yeah, I'll definitely play College Football 26 when it releases. Yes, Johnny. Oh my gosh, that was so funny. That clip will live on forever. I'll never be able to live that one down. Some of the stuff Flinter said during that stream was wild too. It was just an all-around crazy stream. That's what happens when you mix Madden and a lot of drinks. Competitive Madden 1v1s and drinks is a wild combination. And it made for some insane clips. Oh, man. Wait, that's not the right tracks. Hunter, how dare you let me pick up the wrong tracks, buddy? Supposed to guide me. And the other thing that was crazy about that, Johnny, is just, oh my gosh. I feel like Flinter was laughing for like a full minute after I said that too. Like he was absolutely dying. Poor dude. It was too fun. We need more angler content. Exactly what Jenna just said. Angler's dead, man. They stopped updating it months ago. It's never going to receive any more future updates. I have no interest in playing the Angler if they're not going to update it, considering how many issues the game has still. I'd rather play a fishing game that's still getting updates like Fishing Planet, which is going to be getting a new update soon, and it's actually going to be pretty amazing, so I'm excited for that. You can bet I'm going to be playing some of the new map in Fishing Planet. Yeah, it's 100% personal preference in terms of what's the worst map, Derek. My least favorite is Parque Fernando. I just really don't care for that map. I feel like every other map has just better stuff than Parque. Parque Fernando only has one unique species. All the other species on it have been reused on other maps, and they're just better on those maps. Parque is just kind of lacking to me. It needs some new species on it to make it more special. Where's the pheasant? Wow, he lived longer than I thought he would. Must have barely hit him. Kill count, 621. No, Judd, I'm not going to do any more grinding for Great One Fox unless I get, like... Unless I go crazy. I've tried doing the Great One Fox grind twice. I've killed close to 600 males, and I just don't like it. I don't have fun with fox grinding. So I'm not going to make myself grind for them. You know, a few years ago, I would have forced myself to do it even if I hated it, but I'm just at a point in YouTube and my life where I don't want to force myself to do stuff that I hate if it isn't something I absolutely have to do, you know? I'd rather just have fun with, like, all the content I make. And if I'm hunting foxes, I'm not having fun. It's just not enjoyable to me. It's enjoyable for like 50 kills, and then it just gets repetitive and tedious, and I just do not like it. There we go. What's up, P-Dog? How's it going? Joys of being an adult. We do what we want. Well, to an extent, Miss Dramatic Red. There's obviously things you have to do as an adult, but for the most part, we can choose kind of what we want to do and what we don't want to do. I have the incredible privilege of being able to do kind of what I want with my job, so I'm very thankful for that. There's not too many, not too many scenarios where you get to choose everything about what you do for a job, you know? Like, so I try to make it as fun as I can. Because, you know, you never know how long YouTube's going to last. In 5 years, YouTube could just stop being a platform, you know? So might as well make the time I've got on YouTube as fun as I can make it. I've always found that if you're having fun, content is much better. I've watched YouTubers that are just absolutely hating what they do, and it's not good content. Like, it's never good to watch somebody that hates what they're doing. I feel like you should always just do what you want, have fun, just enjoy every moment of it. Yeah, Johnny, R.I.P. R.I.P. True, Leo. Good example of someone who clearly hates what they're doing. If you're having fun, so are we. Exactly. You just have to have fun with it, man. You gotta have fun, because it shows in the content. I'm sure that you guys have noticed anytime that I do, like, streams for stuff where I really don't want to go for that animal or whatever, it's not as enjoyable to watch. Like, there's been a few times in the past that I've done streams for stuff I didn't want to do, like Black Bear back in the day, when I was on that 8,300 kill grind. There was some times where I'd get on there and it would just be me complaining the whole time. And while we eventually got the bear and broke the curse, there was definitely a few streams where I was not enjoying it that much because bears were just hating me. I honestly think the bears were the tipping point. I think the bears were kind of when I started thinking to myself, I just need to do what I enjoy. I honestly think it was probably around the time of the bears because of how brutal that grind was. But I kept making myself do it just because I needed to get that great one. But this time around with Fox, it's like, you know what? I don't have to get every single great one. Nothing is telling me that I have to get it, you know? I could just have fun with the other great ones instead of torturing myself with foxes. Are whitetail on the new map? Yes, they are. Here is the full species list. That is every single animal on the new map. Honestly, it's a great list. There's a few species missing that I would have liked to see there. Mountain lion is one that's been pointed out a lot. I would have loved to see muskox, of course. Grizzly bears. I would have loved to see all of those species, but that is what it is. It's a good list. I'm happy that we got a new elk species. That's probably my most anticipated out of all of these. Yeah, Ronnie. I kind of like it, though. Could you imagine getting a great one pheasant in the snow? Like, I think that's going to be really cool. A snowy great one pheasant? Yes, please. I think this new map's going to make for some really awesome, like, pictures of great ones. There's a reason I'm mixing fallow in between my foxes. Yeah, understandable, Johnny. Understandable. And you know, if I ever do get the itch to go shoot some foxes, I'm still set up on Emerald Coast. So I can always go to Emerald Coast and shoot foxes if I ever get the itch to. But I think I'm going to keep Salsvesen Park to my pheasants. Yes, Jivers, yes. Somebody did say mountain lion. And boop, take that back off so that you guys can see everything going on. Yo, what up, Kevin? How you doing? When did I start playing Call of the Wild? I started playing it in December of 2016 when they did a closed beta. And I've been playing it ever since. You know, took a couple years off here and there when there was like not a lot of updates before I did YouTube, but I've been playing it since it came out. Absolutely love the game. How many kills was your first great one? My first ever great one or first pheasant? First ever great one I got. Took about... What was it? A little bit over 4,000 kills, I think. Let me look. I got it wrote down. First ever grind was 3,750 kills on whitetail deer. But I technically got a bugged great one whitetail at like 2,700 kills. Because back then, great ones were really broken. This was back in the first 2 years of great ones being a thing. Back when it was still only whitetail deer that had a great one. And I spawned one, but I didn't realize I spawned it until the next day. And back then, there was a bug where if you logged out of the game with a great one on the map, it would turn into an overweight diamond. Like, it would have the weight of a great one, but it would be a diamond rack. And it would also like change the level. It was like weird levels. Mine was a 5 medium. So there was some weird bugs back in the day with great ones. That technically would have been my first one at around 2,700 kills. But my first actual great one that wasn't broken came at 3,750. And this is approximate numbers because back then I didn't keep a 100% accurate count. I just guessed. Sorry, little buddy. Get smoked, nerd. What's up, RW? How you doing? I've done it many times in the past, Camden. It's just not for me. Oh, it wasn't, Muley. We know exactly what the bug great one I got was. Because it was the first great one I had ever got. And so it was the only one that would have been in my, like, top kills in the codex. And even though it was a bug great one, it still showed the proper score in the codex and leaderboards. It was big rack, 100%. Plus, it was 109 kgs, which only a big rack can be that heavy. So it would have been a big rack great one. What's one dream trophy that you don't have that's not a great one? Diamond melanistic red deer. I've been after that thing for years. Yesterday, I spawned my third great one fallow at 154 kills. Let's go, Skeptic. That's awesome. Congrats, dude. Super cool. Smoked. 630 kills into the grind. Oh, it wasn't a typical rad cowboy. It was too heavy to be one. Still sucked, though. Are you ever going to upload to your fishing channel again? Whenever the new Fishing Planet map releases. Because that's my third channel, I really only upload when there's like something I'm really, really interested in a fishing game. Because I don't actually play fishing games that often. There's got to be like a pretty big update to a game. Or like a new fishing game that really excites me for me to upload on that one. After the angler died, I really had no reason to upload to that channel. Because it had already been a while since the Fishing Planet update at that point. But whenever there's a new Fishing Planet map, which is supposed to be pretty soon, I will upload to that channel again. Nice, Camden. Fishing Clash? Nah. I won't be playing any mobile fishing games on it. Unless somebody comes out with a mobile fishing game that's just so good I gotta play it. Is a bear a good, great one to try and get your first? I wouldn't say it's the best one to start out with, because they can be quite tough unless you're familiar with how to do the top left corner method. Otherwise, bears can be quite brutal. The Cowboy Coyote, thank you for the super chat. Hype for the new map, but if I'm going to be honest, I would have picked mountain lion and grizzly 1,000 times over pheasant and mallard. Yeah, it's understandable. Personally, I really like that pheasants are there, but I agree that I probably would not have picked mallard. I feel like mallard is just kind of boring. We've got them on a ton of maps. I don't really think of mallards when I think of Canada, but I mean, that could just be because I don't live in Canada. So maybe mallards are pretty huge over there and I just don't know it. Do you do grizzly grinds? Not really, no. Occasionally I'll do a grizzly bear hunt here or there, but I don't do full-on grinds for grizzly much. I did a grizzly grind when I first started YouTube, but that's been a long, long time ago. That was clear back in 2020. Boom. I just think of Canada goose and beaver when I think about Canada. Yeah, understandable. I mean, isn't like a beaver the animal of Canada? And I mean, Canadian goose, it's in their name. That makes sense. That definitely makes sense, man. And soon, what's the name of it? A ski ridge? A ski ridge. That's the name. A ski ridge. Yeah, they're going to be on a ski ridge too, Jivers. I assume you saw the list and stuff. But yeah, pheasants are going to be on the new map as well, which is pretty sick. Ooh, level 3. Bloop. He dead. Smoked him. For those that didn't see it, here is the species list. Lots of cool species going to be on the new map. Hello, ma'am. Other ma'am? Why are they just hanging out like that, eh? There's our pheasant. What's up, little level 3? Boom! 2132 diamond. We are popping diamonds left and right. That's our 4th one on the day. That's also our 100th diamond pheasant in total. That's pretty crazy. We finally hit 100 pheasants over the course of every pheasant grind we've ever done. That's awesome. That is awesome. What's a wood bison? It's a bison that has wood in its name. And they look pretty cool, though. They have like a really massive hump on their back. Like way larger than the other bison, which is really cool. Pretty happy about them. I think they're going to be really fun to hunt. Probably going to be the most interesting bison species. Actually, we don't need to reset the time until we see if they're here. And they are. Fan-freaking-tastic. Ooh, poor dude. That is just so satisfying. I don't know why, but shooting a pheasant with an improper rifle is just satisfying. Are muleys on the new map? Yes, they are. There is mule deer on the new map, which is super nice. Yeah, heavy whitetail or a fun grind? I like the grind for whitetail. But in fact, there's virtually no difference genetically between plains bison and wood bison. Really? I did not know that. That's definitely interesting considering they look so different from each other. I think wood bison are slightly bigger. I think they are larger. I think they are, from what I was reading. Later, Shark Bubba. Will you do a grind again on red deer to get a super rare melanistic? At some point, for sure. Definitely will do one in the future. It won't be anytime super soon because we got new map stuff coming, so it's probably going to be at least a month before I really focus red deer again. Probably a couple months. We're going to be focusing all things on the new map for a while. No males here once again. Haven't recorded any Amur Prime. Haven't recorded any more vids with KG yet. The answer is going to be the same until I tell you guys otherwise. I'll let you guys know whenever we record something else again. Z Cowboy Coyote, thank you for the super chat again. Really appreciate it. Where'd this pheasant go? It didn't die. Gotta be joking. Do you think that mountain lions could be backfilled down the line? I hope they do. It just feels wrong not having them on the new map. Oh, it could definitely happen. It could definitely happen in the future. You never know. I'd say pretty much anything's on the table in terms of like future changes or additions. Fortnite Bros, thank you for the super chat as well, dude. Welcome back, Volt. When is the new map out? June 17th, exactly 2 weeks away. You like the new wood bison? Yeah, they look cool. They look really cool. Can't wait to get a chance to actually hunt them. Hunter, come on. Come on, buddy. You got this. Go. What's up, Ryder? What animals could realistically be backfilled to Parquet? So, the list is actually kind of big. Because of one reason. In the story for Parque Fernando, it says that it's a game ranch. And if Parque Fernando's a game ranch, they've got a pretty large list of stuff they could add there. I mean, I think, Pierre David's deer, because I really want them. But for real, there's a lot of stuff they could backfill there. Just because of the fact the story missions say that it's a game ranch. Since they presented it as a game ranch, they've got more options for backfilling Parquet. And I hope that if they ever backfill it again, they do something crazy. Give us something fancy. Fortnite Bros, thank you for another super chat, dude. Really appreciate it. No, they took my blind, you evil, evil pheasants. Oh my gosh. Maybe it was the raccoon, actually. Could have been the raccoon taking it. There we go. Had to wait a second for it to switch my loadouts. How dare they take that, bro? It's just unbelievable. It's CJ behind me again. What's up, Fishman? How you doing? That was so funny. Is max score for pheasant 21? No, it's above 21. I don't remember the exact number, but I know it's above 21. Nothing there, eh? Silly pheasants. Yeah, wood ducks are a pretty cool addition, Bloody Lunar. I'm very happy they finally added them to the game. I was asking for wood ducks 4 or 5 years ago, and we finally have them in the game. So cool. When are you starting your second stream? It's going to start at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, so exactly 55 minutes from now. And don't worry, I will be rating... I will be rating my second channel, so everybody on YouTube will get sent over there, and I will drop the link into Twitch as well, so you guys can head over there whenever we are getting ready for that stream. I'll end up sending you guys over there probably 30 minutes early because I have to have a little bit of time to go grab something to eat before we actually start the second stream. Tonight should be a fun one, though. We're playing Party Animals. We're going to be doing Party Animals on the second channel, so that should be awesome. Party Animals has got to be one of my favorite, like, games to play with friends. It's just a lot of fun. Oh. And he's dead. Where's the mail? They're hiding really good this time. They are tucked away. Fortnite Bros, thank you for another super chat, man. Really appreciate it. Female, female, where's the mail? Do I have to reset again? They're hiding so well right now. Yeah, King Charles, it's a ton of fun, though. It can be difficult from time to time, but it is very, very fun. Is it just me, or is the time reset doing nothing to get them out in the open? Seems like it's all females anyway. The mail is in the mailbox. Oh, wait, not that kind. Indeed. Indeed, Jivers. When are you getting another Great One Pheasant, Jivers? You gotta be due for one at this point, right? Oh, by the way, Volt, if you want to bring up that channel, you can do the !2 command over on Twitch, and it will bring up the link to the Scarecrow Uncensored channel. Scarecrow Uncensored? Gosh, I can't speak. It'll bring up the Scarecrow Uncensored channel. You think they should add swans to the game? If it's something that is like actually hunted in real life, then yeah, I could see that being something that would be kind of cool to have in Call of the Wild. Finally. It's okay. I learned how to aim eventually, guys. Going to desktop equate to the same thing as main menuing pre-Sunder Patan? No. No, it doesn't. Like, there's no way to force respawns at all, Fishman. It's just fully out of the game. You can't do it no matter what. Going to desktop completely and relaunching the game would just make it take longer to get back in the game. My zones have been a little finicky today, man. Like, some of them just aren't showing up until I reset. I just did it and it worked. You probably just timed it luckily, Fishman. Like, you had lucky timing or something, most likely. Because to be honest, it doesn't seem like respawn timers are that, like, long. I mean, by the time I finish a pheasant run, my first zone already has respawns for pheasants, so it seems like it's just a few minutes, you know? Is it going to be $11.99 or $7.99 for the map? We have no clue. They haven't announced a price or anything. I would assume probably at least $10. I mean, ever since the whole, like, inflation thing, you know, happened, they've been charging a little bit more, which is understandable. You gotta charge more if it's costing more. If everything costs more, you gotta start charging more. It's just unfortunately the way it is. So I would assume it's gonna be at least $10. Now we're talking about a few years ago, Jimbo. We're talking about a few years ago before all of that happened. It was like 2 or 3 years ago where prices really started going up. And that's when EW raised their prices, was around that time. The whole inflation stuff, it's been going on for years. It's been kind of on the rise for years, so it's not a recent thing. From what I remember, EW didn't really like raise their prices the first year, and then they kind of had to after that. Smoke. What's my favorite elk? Well, of the ones we have in game right now, it's got to be the Rocky elk. But I gotta say, man, from what we've seen, those Manitoban elk look incredible. So I got a feeling they're going to end up being my favorite. They just look amazing. What are the last two species for the new map that we didn't see in trailers? I thought two were still unannounced. The last two are mallard duck and ringneck pheasant. They revealed those in Discord. Here's the list. Boom. This was the list that Vivi put in the Discord. Smoked him. To be honest, I'm not going to get into it like, I don't get into political stuff on the channel, TNSTL. So I'm not going to dive into like the reasons for it happening, but like it started a few years ago where prices started rising quite a bit. I try not to dive into politics on this channel though, so I'm not going to go further than that with it. Ooh, get smoked. Destroyed. Sucks to be a pheasant. So many birds. Yeah, the new map does have a lot of birds, but it also has a lot of big game. I think it's a good balance. Would I like to see like 3 different elk species and like 27 million different deer species? Of course. That'd be my dream. But I get it. They got to have variety because different players want different things. Brober's going to love all the waterfowl and stuff on the map. He's going to go crazy. Yeah, I thought it was a shadow at first, Jenna. Like when they showed the what appears to be a Mela Bighorn, I didn't mention it in the video because I was thinking to myself, that's probably just shadows. Yeah, it looks a little off. It looks like it might be melanistic, but shadows do that so often that I was like, I'm just going to assume it's shadows. I don't want to like get up hope for everybody that there's like a new Mela Bighorn or something when I can't 100% say for sure if it is. Just from that little slight glimpse we got. Why do you like elk? Because big antlers. Big antlers. That's why. There we go. We finally got to shoot that male. Let's go. Let's go, man. I wouldn't word it like that, Volt, but... oh, man. If Brober has time. True, 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 true. If he has time, he'll probably play, but... who knows with him? He be doing dad stuff and things. Nothing here. That's kind of odd. The new map is based in Alberta, Canada, Minerva. Alberta, Canada is the next map. And it's going to be called A Ski Ridge. It's shaping up to be a pretty cool map. This is the list of species that are going to be on there. Lots of cool additions, including the wood duck, the Manitoban elk, the wood bison. Some very cool stuff. And the beavers, of course. Those beavers are going to be awesome. Didn't even see what level it was. Big 2. Ain't bad. Love me a big level 2. Yeah, the Manitoban elk, toxic. It looks really, really cool. Beaver Purge of 2025. Oh, you know it. Oh, you know it. They're going to get demolished. We are definitely going to organize some beaver slaughtering live streams and videos. 100%. We'll have to get a bunch of people together and just destroy every beaver in sight. I'm sure Nate's going to do that on his map, so we could probably join Nate or Caitlin or Johnny or somebody and just go ham on the beavers. Pause. That sounds... That's not... That doesn't sound like I meant it to. Moving on. Oh, 100%, Johnny. 100%. Okay, those are the 2 solos, I'm pretty sure. Don't want to shoot them just in case. Nothing there. Maybe, Halen, maybe. Nothing respawning. I'm pretty sure they're trolling, Jenna. They've been saying trolly stuff all stream. Oh gosh, probably never, Volt. No, thank you. That sounds like a lose-lose situation. What's up, Asher? How many kills am I at? 650. Nothing there, man. They're being finicky again. I guess it says $11.99 on Xbox. Does Xbox show the price for the new reserve? Because I know it doesn't show it on PC. And nothing here. Well, we're approaching 2 hours, so I think we're going to end the stream there so that I can get some dinner before the next stream. Hopefully you guys will enjoy tonight's stream. Hopefully you enjoyed this one. Stick around if you want to be sent over to my second channel. We're going to be doing a stream over there in 40 minutes. So, I'll see you guys then, hopefully. Peace, peace.